Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I am here with Steven12 with 2 3's. How are you, sir?
Abracadabra. I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Excellent, man. I'm glad to have you. It should be an exciting matchup. Today we have SMC Tactical versus Mob Squad. Rank 3 versus rank 7. Top 10 matchup here. Should be exciting, dude.
Yeah, it should be really intense. With SMC only at 1 loss. I believe that was to Global Chem, if I'm not mistaken. So doing very, very good this season. And Mob Squad literally right behind them, not doing bad with only 1 extra loss on their belt. 1 game less played, but it's still very close to them. I feel like it's going to be a very good match.
Yeah, and you know, I think Mob Squad's kind of an underrated team. They don't have a whole lot of action, a whole lot of focus on their on that squad, and so it's kind of interesting to see, you know, what they're going to be able to come up with.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, I may be on the wrong version of Onward, everybody, so this could be a bit of a delay. All right. We'll give me a second while we hash out these tech difficulties here. What are you anticipating? Are you expecting a tight game here, or do you think SMC is going to be able to run away with this, Steven?
I'm hoping for a tight game. I really think it can be a tight game. You have players like Nolomite, who's very fast at capping. So if they're not, you know, paying close eye on objective, or if you have too many men that are too far away from it, I feel like Nolo can swipe in there and get that cap very, very fast. And then you also have Semper, you know, who's very calm and collective, and he takes his time to get to the location. But while he's getting there, he's taking out the people. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a very close match. I think it's not going to be a blowout, hopefully, but we'll see.
Yeah, again, I guess we can kind of dip into the rosters here while we get into this and get things sorted. Taking a look at Mob Squad, it is Semper with a silent R, Nolomite, Plots, STB House, Bluega, Logman, and Smithy. How long has Semper been on Mob Squad? The whole time?
I believe so. I think he's been the team leader the entire time.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of a core member there, but yeah, they've been looking good. They've had, I mean, to go 12-3 against Phoenix is a pretty dang good scoreline. Phoenix has been a very competitive team as of late.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of curious to see what strats they have that they've been able to develop with pretty much no casting. Silent only grabbing 1 game, and it was early against them, against Legionnaires. And since then, they've kind of been in the top 10 with very little coverage. Game should be.
For sure. Well, Mob Squad definitely had a name for themselves. 2 seasons ago, they were, I believe, 18-1. They had 18 wins, 1 loss, and that was again to Global.
That's true.
So they had a definite name in them. There were some roster changes and things like that.
Right. Yeah, maybe we're seeing a return of form here.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You know, in season 5, you know, it was more of a roster change. They're trying to see who's going to work for their team and what's not going to work. And now in season 6, they're not doing bad with only 2 losses. You know, they can still take the cake, as well as of course, being 4th in East Side, which is very good.
Yeah, dude, the East is pretty much where the vast majority of squads are located. Taking a look at SMT Tactical's roster, we have the Sickness, Brass to Mouth, Soda, Edna Jordan, Landa Jordan, Beefy, and Pone Cake. And that's, I mean, been their core roster almost since day 1. The only member that's not there anymore is Hooney Half.
Yeah, that is correct. Hooney Half is not there anymore. I have yet to see Edna play an actual league game, though.
That is true. That is true.
I kind of want to see her play. I want to, you know, she's on the roster, she's on their team, and let's see some Edna. If you are nervous about her being new or anything like that, you know, put her in after you already won the first 2 maps. Go ahead, just let her play.
Yeah, it is true. I'd like to see if they can grab two early maps to toss her in for a third, because I know that she practices with the squad and I mean plays with the team members and does her own off. I mean, she's consistently playing Onward, and she's good. So,
Oh no, yeah, for sure. She's always on, and when she was on Animal House, we threw her in some games, and she did some work. She's not bad. She's not a bad player at all. So I would love to see her in some games, especially some league games.
See if that becomes a reality for these tight-knit teams, but almost prepared to dive in here to this round. They're going to give us a few more minutes, and hopefully I can sort the tech difficulties out and we can get in shortly. We do have some information. The picked bans have come out. It looks like SMC has banned Downfall and Mob Squad has banned Bazaar.
Okay, I can honestly say those are very good choices on both sides of the map. I think Mob Squad does fairly well on Downfall, especially with they're always laying down. I feel like in that map, and then you know we've seen countless times SMC destroying people on Bazaar. So a very good choice on both sides.
Yeah, I do agree. It'll be interesting to see what the map picks we get are. I guess we'll probably have a Cargo in there, which could be exciting. Suburbia, a lot of close quarter maps still on the table.
For sure. I think we're going to see Quarantine 1, Suburbia, and Cargo.
Yeah, Q1 has been played pretty frequently by SMC. They've been keying in on that as one of their favorites. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out from them. Yeah, and this is on the new patch too, so I guess there's a lot to talk about there, because there has been all sorts of additions and tweaks to different maps. I mean, dude, Subway, is that on the pool for league matches now?
Well, it said 2 weeks, and I think it's been out for about a week and a half now. So I don't think it's up for pool unless both teams agree to play on it.
I wonder if we have any sort of agreement like that.
That would be great. It's gonna be challenging to our cast to move those cameras around there, but
it'll be new. It'll be a new experience, that's for sure. We haven't had that map. It's basically, well, that map hasn't been picked in a long time in League, just because of its imbalance. But now with all the entry points that are available there, yeah, it's gonna kind of, it's a new animal, so to speak. You know, I think teams are probably having to practice it. I don't know. Have you seen any teams playing Subway?
Yeah, I've heard that Danglers went against each other and they were playing. I heard a couple people were actually screaming on it. So yeah, people are getting prepared for it.
Dang, that is impressive. So that could be something that we see within maybe, I mean, obviously next weekend we'll have that as a potential map in the map pool. I think teams will probably be banning it pretty consistently too, though.
Yeah, for sure, unless they feel very confident on it. But you are going to definitely have those teams that are going to just randomly pick it, thinking that the other team's not going to be good on it. So
yeah. Yeah, that could be interesting, man. It could end up being a raw skill matchup, so to speak. So exciting stuff here. My update should be done pretty shortly. I wouldn't be surprised if they start up a round or two, though, because I know they have some back-to-back games. So we may be jumping in a little bit in the middle of that first map. It's possible. Steven, you could get in there and sort of give a play-by-play if you wanted, but...
well...
That would be the Onward radio that everybody loves to see and hear. By the way, we'll be in these games shortly. Thank you for tuning in. If you are stopping by, I do appreciate you. Yeah, again, I do apologize for the text. A lot of version switching. And I guess, yeah, we can keep talking about the new versions. We do also have C4. Right, but I guess that's also part of the... Is that another 2-week use sort of?
No. That is in. That is completely in right now. C4 is in play, and it's actually, the blast radius is actually incredible. I've been seeing people pick C4 and trigger. It's in play now, and also there's some other things that are allowed to be used now. For instance, in Suburbia, everything is okay to get on top of. So for instance, you can now get on the slide, you can get on the pot in Bush Boy, you can stand on all those, and those are all now legal spaces to stand on.
Okay, so some new potential early picks there then, because you can kind of get into some interesting positions on defense and offense if you can get into that playground. It'd be exciting to see. I don't know if you're in the game right now, can you see what the map is? I'm curious what we're going to be hopping into for this first game.
It actually will not let me load it into anything right now. I'm trying to do a...
Okay. Tech difficulties abound, everybody. I've cursed Steven. It's all my fault. Understand this update. Download the whole thing. I think I've had a few hot fixes I've needed to install since then as well.
Just means you're not playing the game enough.
Yeah, I've been too focused on that, too much on that casting, not enough on the playing. Oh my goodness. On Onward. Well, I suppose it's all good. We are casting both SMC's matches here, so even if they are late for that second one, it'll be because of us. Should be diving in there shortly. Thank you for tuning in and hanging with us through the difficulties, everybody. I do appreciate your patience. Sometimes I like to test it, just to make sure that everybody staying honest.
All right, I'm actually getting into the lobby right now.
Excellent. I am.
I don't know if it started or if they dropped the person, because there's only 9 out of 10 in there, so we'll see.
The delay has caused them to lose a member.
Oh, it actually kicked me out, but the good news is they have not started yet.
Oh yeah, they've been waiting for us.
One more. Yeah, it kicked me out though. I'm going back in. Give me that issue.
Well, I'm here now, so it should be alright. That can load in. Oh yeah. Shoot, what was causing this issue last time?
Yeah, so every time I get into the lobby, I can see everybody's name, and then it kicks me out.
Have a new caster bug on our hands, actually. I think we had this issue last time as well.
Yeah, it puts me in and drops me immediately. I'll restart Onward again. But while we're waiting, Expediter, Sleepy, we appreciate the subscribes. Remember, if you guys have Twitch or if you have Prime, it is completely free. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, even though we haven't started the game yet.
Yeah, thank you for that support. I think there might be some tech issues on their end as well, from the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like I think they're having problems themselves. They it looks like they're having different people hosting different lobbies right now, and Nolomite's hosting, and we cannot get in.
Saw Sickness restart his client. Thank you for tuning in to 18 minutes of us talking, though. Well, 8 minutes, I guess. Oh, no, pretty much 18.
Alright, guys, so just a little bit of technical difficulties for the players. Right? Try to get in there and give you as much action as possible. Hopefully some long games and some great caps. I want to see some caps. We haven't seen many caps in the, I feel like in this season that much.
Yeah, they aren't as, that's true. They've been less frequent. Alright, we have a new lobby. Cross our fingers. See if things resolve themselves. Okay. I am staying in the lobby. I'm in the lobby.
I am in the lobby and I have not been kicked. It is perfect.
All right. Excellent. We may have ourselves a game coming up. Baby. Taking a quick look at the roster, it is going to be the standard Pwnecake, Sickness, Landon, Brastamouth, and Captain Soda for SMC Tactical. So far, we got 3 out of 5 from the Mob Squad. Nolomite, Bluega, Smithy, Semper just joining up now.
Yes, with our first map being Cargo.
Yes. Guess we could pop over to the war room real quick before we dive on in. Just quickly review the bans. Those are not them. The bans are, in fact, what was it? Downfall and Bazaar.
Yep, that is correct. Downfall, Bazaar, and I predicted Cargo, Suburbia, and Quarantine 1.
Did you pick that order?
That order.
Okay. Right,
And if I did, I pick it now.
Oh, gee. Oh, okay, well. I don't know about that.
All right, guys. It's looking like the lobby is working. Everyone is in. We have Plots, Semper, Smithy, SFC, Bluga, and Nolomite for Mob Squad.
Yeah, I think that's their standard roster. I don't think anything out of the ordinary is anything's out of the ordinary there. Should be diving in soon. Yes, finally. The match is afoot. We are hopping into this top tier matchup that we've been talking about and discussing and theorizing. And SMC rank 3, Mob Squad rank 7, I believe. SMC, this is their map pick, so they'll be going into Marsoc. Actually, that's not even really, I wouldn't even be confident in saying that, because I could almost see SMC choosing, or if like this was Mob Squad's map pick, I could see SMC choosing Marsoc. So the Volk advantage on cargo is pretty hit or miss.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. Volk just to give it up.
Yeah.
If anything, we always see a lot of teams, giving up the map choice to be Volk.
Mm.
And it's funny because a lot of times it actually reverses the effect, because if you choose to be Volk the first map and they choose to be Volk the second map, then they basically just became the home team.
True. I never thought about. Yeah, there's some mind games that go into the map choice, the map picks, that is really interesting to see. You can definitely sort of feel the tension in map picks, especially at like the live events. It's just palpable when the teams are discussing what maps they're going to pick, and it's definitely like you spend an hour or two before your lineup, before your match at least, discussing what maps and what you expect them to go, and these teams are prepared for each other. That's for sure.
Well, I hope these are great games. I hope these are semi-fast games. My game starts in an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. If you have to pop out at the end of a map or something like that, Steven, that's A-okay. Don't feel too worried about that. It's just always good to have active players that are casters as well. So then you can kind of...
Definitely.
Because, it's also nice because then we've played against these guys. We played against SMC and Mob Squad. I know how Semper plays and how sickness prones, and it's kind of fun to watch top down. And we are away. SMC and Mob Squad. Round 1, map 1. A bit late on the scheduling. That's partly our fault. Mostly our fault. Some early shots already coming out. Down the middle, some trade. Soda finds Smithy. Oh my gosh, this hard push.
Oh, the sickness is down and out by Plots.
A nade coming in towards Plots. Not going to land. Soda advancing forward, tucked into the corner. A few more nades coming out to the middle. Pwnecake and Nolo trade.
Oh, Landon didn't get the revive. Pwnecake taking out Nolo completely.
Yeah, Nolo calling all of that out. So Plot's trying to rotate up on that, but Soda catches that out. Mob Squad now into a 2v4. They think they have 4 down. They do not, though. That's a miscount. Bluega again.
Captain Soda took out Booga. Oh, smoke is going out. Landon is capping at the moment. Landon got... Oh! Oh,
no.
So close! He was so close. He would have got the objective cap right there and then.
Yeah, Pwnecake getting that late frag there saves Mob Squad, honestly, because that was a 2-point coming in from Landon. They had the smokes on. He was up in that corner, tucked in. He was punching in the code.
That was a nice map.
Yeah, good start for SMC. A strong offense, and that's kind of why I almost think maybe they would have picked into that Marsoc attacking, because that looked very good. That's their coordination on the cargo map is dangerous. I almost think it's maybe more so dangerous than it is on Bazaar. So I wonder if the Mob Squad will be regretting the Bazaar ban here.
All right, with only 1 kill on Mob Squad side, Plots takes the kill, and I believe he took out Sickness. Yes, the team leader of SMC Tactical. But with some fast moves, his captain took out 3 of the 5 members that first round, while Landon was actually capping and also got a res off. Very well done on SMC side.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a strong push. Some good nades coming out. I mean, it's so interesting, man. I don't know why people peek this gap right here. It's not advantageous. Almost every time if you're defending and you peek this gap with the planks, you get picked. Because every time Marsoc, the timing is Marsoc gets there before you. And so it's just like such a 50-50 to be peeking that.
It is. No, I agree with you totally.
But you see it every time, man. People peek it all the time. We'll see if SMC decide to do it as well.
But did you say Sickness? Say it to my face. Say it to my face.
Some casual fun over
Yeah.
at SMC side.
Punk Kick's a bit of a goofball, so that's not to be unexpected, I suppose.
Some shots going out. Oh, is Landon gonna get caught out? Oh, Brass Mouth takes out Bluga.
Oh, that is so...
Grenade is going out. Oh, Pancake is down.
That is a key pickup, a trade on the left side. That's a huge trade. If Landon had flanked, it could have really shut down the Mob Squad advance, but another going down in the center. There's 3 alive. Oh, the rotation from Smithy. 3v3.
All right, there's a 3v3 right now with the res. Nolamite with the smoke.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
flash.
There's been a lot of flashes from them today.
Oh,
Sickness.
Sickness does hear Nolamite takes him out. Our Semper, there he is laying down. Oh, he's just back up. He's gonna be able to catch him, and he is not able to. Sickness able to take out 2 of the members almost within 10 seconds of each other. Leaving SMC by himself.
I don't know what Smithy's been doing back here. He's been looking for Sickness. That's what. He finally finds him. Patience is a virtue. And now Smithy versus 2. Soda and Brass to Mouth. Brass to Mouth isn't a common SMC member to be playing, so he usually is someone that they'll bring in towards the later rounds, but here he is. And he's gotten some early frags already, so see if he can find this final one to get SMC up 2-0.
With over 4 minutes and 30 seconds, he has enough time to do what he needs to do, even if he has to reroute. But he has to make sure not to get cut off by Brass.
I wonder if he has any utility available. He can't even scavenge any off his dead buddy up here, so... Yeah, if he had a smoke or 2, this is doable.
Yeah, for sure. And Brass to Mouth is kind of just sitting out there in the open.
Oh my gosh, Smithy, so close to peeking it. I wonder if Brass can see Smithy's feet here. Brass peeks the trade!
Oh, the trade! It takes him out. SMC takes up another point, giving them 3-0. Or excuse me, they didn't cap that first one, giving it 2-0.
No, they didn't. Yeah, Punk Kick picked up the frag on the backside there on that first round, just denying land in the cap, so kept it close, but SMC's looking good here. A closer round, though. Mob Squad finally getting on the board. A couple of kills from Ploth, Semper, and Smithy. I don't know. This is sort of Mob Squad's round here. If they let SMC storm through and grab this 3-0, it's going to be hard to get this map.
Yeah, definitely. They need to do all they can to stay within the with the perimeters of the objective, so they either do not get capped on and lose the entire map, or at least get that Volk point and get them one step closer to winning the map.
Yeah, that is very true. The map is in jeopardy here. And maybe we'll see some caps there, since we almost saw one from Landon the start of this round. Their mentality definitely should be, like you said, capping here to get that map win. This is not an easy cap objective, though. Out of all of them that you can get on cargo, I'd say this is one of the more challenging ones to push into.
Yeah, for sure.
We're definitely going to see some tunnel play and shield play, though. I would be surprised if we didn't see a shield come out here. I'm not sure who the normal shield user is for SMC, though.
I believe it's Sickness, and then Landon and goes right behind them every single time. Or not every single time, sorry. Whenever they play.
90% of the time.
There you go.
95% of the time. Let's see if we have.
And then you'll definitely see an LMG in Captain's hand. There it is.
Yeah, that is no surprise. But no smokes. Or sorry, no shields rather. Lots of smokes, tossing out some early ones.
Some shots going out.
Look at Nolamite pushing up pretty aggressively into this middle area. He may be able to find Landon or Sickness. No, they know he's in here. Some shots coming out. They have two inside now. Sickness.
Sickness doesn't get taken down.
Landon
takes them both down.
A great double frag from Landon. Plots picking up Plum Cake on that outside rotation.
Still irreversible. He's giving out some information right now.
I wonder if Brass is going to act off of that because Plots is pretty fraggable through these wood pallets. Bluega with a nice pickup. Brass to Mouth comes out of the tunnel. These two.
Oh, Landon's about to pick up Pawn Cake, but he may get taken out by SMC. Or Smithy, sorry.
Nope.
Oh, Landon does take him out, and he's going to be able to get the res.
Trade on the corner. Brass to Mouth goes down by Plots. Landon staying on the frags. He's not picking him up. Finally now feels comfortable.
Pawn Cake was giving him all that information exactly where they were at, and he was telling him to fire before he picked them up. Some very well teamwork there.
Let's see what Bluega can do. He's all alone in a 1v2, but he's kind of in a spot that I don't think these guys are going to be expecting him. He could do some damage if he flanks or kind of edges his way up into the middle.
Another smoke going out. Reloads.
I wonder if they're going to go for the cap here. Pwnecake super exposed. Bluega can't see him behind the box. Now he should see him out in the open.
Is he going to be able to cap? Oh! Oh, he walked right past him.
What just happened? Why did he not shoot Pwnecake? He had to have seen him.
Landon moving on to objective. Landon now capping. Able to give them the extra point that they need.
This could be map here.
Oh, he's capping. He's giving him the point that they need. You need to go ahead and move in there.
Bluega does not see this. Landon is going to get the points. He's rotated around, and SMC go up 4-0.
Oh, abracadabra. 4-0. Blue was sitting right there in the center of the smoke. Oh, that must have hurt.
Ouch, dude. That was a good rotate. I mean, I don't know what Blue was doing there. What was his thought process?
I don't know. He stood right in the center of the smoke. Being the last man in, you rushed that thing. You do not want to lose the 2 points there.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. He was staring at Pwnecake dead in the eyes, and he didn't shoot him. I think he thought, I'm going to go for a knife, and then realized the cross was too risky, and then backed up, but then never shot Pwnecake, and then Landon saw all that happen and just rotated around him behind the smoke and got the cap.
Nicely done by SMC.
But 4-0, I wonder what our next map is going to be, since they took that one pretty handedly. I mean, that is not what you want as Mob Squad. This is a big game, and you can definitely climb up a good amount of points up into the ladder if you can grab this one from SMC, because they're up there. They're ranked 3. They're on a tear, too. Like you said earlier, they've been undefeated since their first defeat, which was their very first game against Globocam.
Yeah, it would definitely help Mob Squad a lot for them points. And they're going to want to go ahead and take this by strong points as well. They're going to want to at least get 4, just to win this map, of course. But if they can get in the cap for the last point, then that's going to be able to help them get 5, because they're going to want as much points as possible to help their stats go up.
Yeah, and for this second map, we are going to be hopping into Suburbia. So more close quarters combat, and that's not really surprising considering how well they did on Cargo. Kind of keep things tight would make sense, and definitely the opportunity to go up pretty handed 2-0 because they can go in. What's interesting though, this is Mob Squad's pick though. I suppose Suburbia is pretty different from Cargo in terms of playstyle. Would you agree or no?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. I would think so. I don't feel like it's as fast as Speedball. You have more lanes to. I feel like there's more lanes. The lanes are wider. There's different angles you could take. So even if you take lane 1, you can go in through Burning Truck, or you can go straight down through the hedge. I know. I feel like it's a little bit different.
Yeah. A touch more open than Cargo, but.
And you don't really have dark corners either. There's a lot of dark corners in Cargo that you can't tell what you're seeing through.
Yeah, and I saw some night vision coming out on Cargo there as well, so that definitely is a factor when you're playing that map. And it doesn't look like we're getting any roster changes. Brass to Mouth staying in there. He is their main sub. Good to see him playing and doing well for the squad. I know Hooney's drop was maybe only a few weeks ago, so maybe he's stepping up to try and fill that hole.
Yeah, for sure. I know I did speak to Landon. I know they are keeping their 8th slot open. Want to wait for someone they feel is very in tune with their team, and they said they don't plan on any pickups anytime soon.
It's a strategy, you know. Yeah, you want to keep everything within your team. You know, you have a tight-knit squad. You have no reason to really expand. No one's gonna leave that team anytime soon. Like those guys, they play every other game together as well. They are far more than just an Onward team. They're a total team. You know, they play everything. They're very tight-knit, so that does make sense.
Definitely.
And with that, we will hop in to round 1 of match 2. SMC versus Mob Squad. SMC grabbing that first map pretty strongly, and now they're going to go on the defensive on Suburbia. You expecting an aggressive SMC here on Volk or no?
I don't. I think if there is going to be an aggressiveness, it's only going to be about one player, and it's going to be Landon. Yeah, there it is. Landon already moving up on lane 1 to the Burning Truck. Is he going to move any further, though?
Him and Sickness have sort of pushed up into that middle tier area. Nolamite pretty exposed. Fine. Ooh. He was ready for that, man. He was drawn in right there. Bluega finding Brass to Mouth. Mob Squad starting off very good. Landon with the refrag.
Ooh, a nade coming out. Oh, it's able to down Landon so far away through barriers. That is insane. Wow, that was big radius.
Yeah, Smithy has to push up and confirm that down. Landon's radioing in.
Pancake is going to meet up with him. Smithy's going to take him out right now. Pancake knows exactly where he's at. Is he going to be able to take the kill? Oh, he's able to take the refrag. I think I got in on that trip.
Man, that was insane. He didn't even see him in that bush. You just saw a pixel change and took some shots. Those shrubs are so dangerous to go behind them. Now they're not.
Only 2 players left for SMC.
Soda's very...
Oh, they're really exposed right now.
Yeah, Soda getting a little antsy there, trying to kind of peek out and check those lanes. He's not even considering plots here on this east side. He could be a real devastating factor once he decides to cross. Mob Squad had plenty of time, though. 4.5 minutes left. There's no real rush. They can slow play this.
Smoke. Ooh, Renee. Okay.
That almost killed Bluega.
He's gonna run out. Is he gonna be able to catch us? Oh, Renee goes out on the porch with Captain and take him down. Bluega's gonna be able to try to come and double tap that, but is Pancake gonna have the refrag? Oh, doesn't double tap. Pancake coming in.
I don't know why he's pushing this.
Oh, yeah. Why would you push it as... All right, the point goes to Mob Squad. All right, very well done and needed from Mob Squad. They took out 2 members fairly quickly, and I believe the leader of SMC was the first one down. Yeah, very well done from Mob Squad.
Yeah, totally agree. Coming out good, Bluega. A very good performance. 3-0. A strong start, especially on offense. I mean, I don't know, dude. They were really ready for a couple of those positions. Like, Sickness got instantly killed. Nolamite was waiting for that position. He was expecting him there in that corner. I'm surprised that Landon wasn't fragged earlier either, but...
No, I agree. But I feel like that nade was still kind of far.
Well, sometimes it's a spectator thing, where we don't actually see where the real nade blew up. It's kind of a disconnect issue, but that's what I would expect there. Because yeah, that went through like 3 layers of cover on my screen.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I feel like that was a C4 explosion.
I update the scores accordingly in the bottom right, so you guys can stay afoot. But yeah, man, I don't know. Let's see what they. I'm curious to see what Mob Squad's going to break out for Volk, because they were ready for SMC that round. Are they going to be ready for an SMC push this round? Is the question.
Yeah, I definitely see some. I expect some fast action from Landon and Pancake to go out rushing. Let's see if it happens.
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about the playground position being something that can be utilized now. They can go up onto that slide and peek up over a lot of different pieces that you wouldn't be normally used to being shot from. So it could be a spot that they could utilize here if they can take playground.
Oh, there it is. Pancake and Landon moving together. Rushing very fast. Oh, they take out plots very quickly.
Yeah, he said that he was worried about pre-fire, but I don't think he was just ready for this whole SMC advancement. And they are going in fast. The nades and frags are coming out onto these corners. The smoke's here, and they've already pushed up into the middle. All 5 of them alive with their LMG on the side for suppressive fire. This is looking dangerous for Mob Squad.
Landon slowly peeking lane 1 to see if he's gonna find anybody. Ooh, 3 smokes go out towards the objective. Oh, 1 grenade, 2 smokes go out towards the objective.
And they have another 2 smokes at the east side where they're trying to push up on a Nolo, who finds 1. He's looking for the other. He gets 2.
Oh, he takes 2 out.
Brass gonna go on the refrag. He does pick up Nolamite on the backside. Our Semper gets Pone Cake. Now that might be information for Brass to Mouth to work off of.
All right, Landon may be able to see Bluega. Oh, shots go out. Landon does take out Bluega. No one on object. Oh, and Smithy does take him out from the burning truck.
Brass to Mouth super exposed here at red car. I don't think he knows of that west position. He's aware of our Semper as he's trying to advance onto him. Who is that over? Smithy doesn't see Brass exposed here in the middle of the street. He's not paying attention over here.
Our Semper's definitely going to be able to take him out.
He does hear the footsteps, and he is looking.
Ooh. Oh, they're going to dancing around each other. Hopefully there's no mic pops.
I think there was one for Semper. Brass.
Oh, he just checked his tablet. Brass knows exactly where Semper's at.
Brass just coughed. Semper pushes!
Oh, and there it is, giving Mob Squad the 2nd point of the map. Woo!
That was close. That was a nice hold from Mob Squad, though. I mean, Semper, dude, he picked up... What is his KD right now? Yeah, he got 2 there. He got 2 key picks there, and I mean, a couple other Nolo going off. He grabbed 3. That double kill for Nolo.
Yeah, definitely. And Semper is also the only one who hasn't died on both maps so far, or both rounds.
That is true.
Oh, very nice stun. The first kill, Plots was down within the first 12 seconds of the map.
Yeah, man. That was not looking good for Mob Squad. A 4v5. The entirety of SMC had already pushed up into their positions. Smokes were coming out.
5 smokes were out, yeah. It was looking very good for SMC. Now, are we going to see another round just like in Cargo where they had 2 points and they were able to cap it, giving them 4-0?
That is an interesting theory. Taking a look. We're going to get that mirrored objective. So actually, no, we're going to go to red car. Sorry, this isn't. But I don't know, dude. Red car is not the easiest to cap. You have pretty much just the car to sit behind.
Yeah, you definitely would have to clear both ends of the map before you can go ahead and move in. Especially with the people standing, you know, usually by the black car there, also on the porch, right across from the objective there. So there's a lot of openings in a lot of different ways where people can be hiding. So it is very hard, but a lot of smokes can also help because remember you can also cap from the other side or the front of the car.
Yeah, and I think that's might be what we see here from Mob Squad if they try and smoke out and scooch up. We saw some interesting strategies from G-Men last weekend where Biggie put his smoke on his chest and then pushed his way up to that objective and almost capped it, but it ran out.
Oh no.
It's a strategy that works pretty well. It really does cover you up, and if you're not thinking that's a person inside that smoke, you just think, oh, that smoke's just rolling. You know, you don't think a person's moving it.
Alright, I'll be in my black car.
All right, as Mob Squad saying, make sure they don't run to Pool House because they know that they will. So they're expecting people to be at Pool House area. Some shots going out. Oh, Brastinov able to take Buega. Another 12-second into the map kill, and then Plots goes down 15 seconds into the map, leaving it a 3v5 situation and Mob Squad down.
Yeah, Soda, after grabbing that pick over on the east, drops back, tucks himself back in. Sickness now getting out here looking for a frag on Smithy. Doesn't land it, and yeah, I mean, this is where SMC could get on the board here. It's going to require quite a bit of a comeback from Mob Squad. They are down 3-5. Here's the new. This is the spot you're talking about right here. Sickness up
Yeah,
on the pots.
Yep, there it is, and it is legal now. Remember, guys, it is legal. And you also have Captain Soda standing on the chair on the in the porch area there. Cam 2, he's standing on the chair. Remember, all spots are legal now that you can get on without glitching.
I mean, it looks better. It looks clean to me. I'm not seeing any head movements or anything like that. So
Yeah, for sure.
Valid
And what's
spot.
insane, it also includes the barbed wire by the school bus.
Ooh, landed.
Ooh, Nolamite taken down.
Yeah, this is SMC's round. 1v5 for Smithy. Not sure what he's going to pull out of his bag of tricks here, but
Smithy can have an abracadabra moment and pull this off.
he's not even seeing Sickness's head here. He doesn't even expect it.
You're right.
Oh my gosh, he had clear line of sight onto Sickness. This is crazy, man. You have to be ready for these spots in the new patch.
Ooh, smoke goes out. He's gonna reroute and head towards lane 1.
Oh, I like this.
Oh.
Grab a couple extra utility. I mean, if he can get along to the north, you know, if he can get Landon and push that west side and cross the street with those two smokes, it's a plan in the making.
It's
A
very
long
difficult
shot, yeah.
play. Yeah.
Quite the long shot, but he has a lot of time. 3.5 left.
Yeah, I think what you said is exactly what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to take out Landon first and move in from the lane 1. And
Landon's waiting though. If he's not quiet and rushes it, he's gonna spoil his approach, and I don't know what's gonna happen. No utility or well, he has a smoke but no frags.
and the smoke going back out from Brass. Is SMC gonna be able to? Is Smithy gonna be able to see Landon?
He did spot him. Took a couple shots at him. He's aware of him over in the corner.
He's wearing night vision too.
That is really interesting. I guess to just kind of help spot that black contrast in any scenario, you know. I wonder if Landon knows that Smithy is crossed up here. He's looking a little deep. He should hear those footsteps. Smithy,
Oh, he's able to take out Landon.
this is the
With
start.
2 minutes left. Yep, with 2 minutes left, he's gonna try to go ahead and leave his position so they don't exactly know where he's at, but he's able to have enough time to take out 4 other members of SMC with 0 frags, 0 smokes. I don't know if it can be done.
He can rotate back around to that side and grab a smoke off of one of his dead teammates. And that would let him cross the street.
Oh, another smoke going now. I spoke too early.
Yeah, he held on to that one. He only threw... So now he's out of utility. Pwnecake. I wonder why Pwncake's holding that angle, especially after that smoke being tossed. They should have some idea that he's here. Smithy missing those shots on the head. Minute 20. Oof. Dude, that spot from Sickness, the pots. Devastating this round. You gotta watch out for these new positions, man. I'm sure that's gonna open up a lot of possibilities on a lot of maps if these kind of little spots that you can climb up onto are not gonna be banned anymore.
Oh, for sure. That was a clutch play in a clutch area to stand on. Not on, you know, especially if you're used to playing with the rules that you can't stand on it. Your mindset is not really ready for people standing on that, and he wasn't expecting that at all, which would allowed him to get 3 kills from that spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is. I'm just thinking of if it opens up other options on Bazaar and stuff like that. You know? Yeah, for sure. Because there's all sorts of banned ledge spots on Bazaar.
Well, they did unban 2 ledge spots, and I forget. They actually send out the map and they circle the exact spots that you can stand on now. So they did unban 2 spots, but everything else is still banned.
Okay.
But Suburbia, they said, is 100% clean. If you don't glitch your way up there, if you can casually walk, then it is 100% acceptable. And you know, being on top of school bus, while you're standing out there and people can't see you all the way from lane 1, you can see them as well. And just how we saw with Sickness, they're not expecting it for the most part, so you're able to take some shots out.
Did you say down. On top of school bus?
Or on top of the slide.
I was like, holy cow, you can get on top of the school bus? What am I missing out on?
No, if you get on top of the school bus, then you're glitching. But
okay. Got ourselves a bit of a series here, though. I'm excited. I hope Mob Squad can take this one and we bring it all down to that last map, because I think it would be Quarantine, and I feel like Quarantine is gonna be where we get probably our most balanced matchup.
For sure, definitely.
But it's gonna require a bit more effort from Mob Squad. They're only up 2-1, hopping into this 4th round of the 2nd map. If you're just tuning in, the score is down in your bottom right. You'll notice SMC has grabbed that first map.
This one's all about patience, guys. Focus in. Focus in.
All right, looks like they may be taking it a little bit slower here.
Mob Squad is not, though. Bluega pushing up here. Look at how aggressive he's getting.
Ooh, some shots go out, and that is why he is down, running up too far. Is our Semper going to be able to capture Captain? Oh, Captain definitely heard the tablet change. Our Semper, is he going to be able to... Oh, no. And that's what I'm saying. You know, with less than 30 seconds, they're always losing about 2 or 3 members when they're Volk. They're pushing up way too much, and it's not working for them.
They're trying to counter the aggression with their own aggression. And it's not working. Here comes a bunch of smokes now. All the utility is available to SMC, and they're thinking cap on their mind. I got to imagine Nolamite with the frag on the land, and that's key. Pwnecake refragging. Smithy pushing up.
Ooh, if Captain and Sickness pass up right here, Plus is going to be able to get both of them. Oh, Plus takes out Sickness and takes out Captain.
This is not good, though. Brass is capping.
Is capping.
Smithy senses it.
Oh, there it is. Wow, nicely done. They brought it back.
Steven. Going down, bring inside voices, but you're gonna bleed out the ears of our viewers, bro. I can only manage your volume every once in a while. You gotta pick a tone. Holy cow. Woo, yes, but they do take it. Mob Squad find that last kill. We go up 3-1.
Nicely done.
A lot of excitement over here. What are your thoughts right now, Steven?
I don't know. Going into this one right now with SMC Vogue, I think they're gonna get the point, but it would be total clutch move if Mob Squad can come in and cap it on them, giving them 5 points, which is what is very needed for them right now.
You think so? I mean, I would almost.
I mean, no, if
I
you
don't
can
think they
definitely,
need
you know,
the-
go for the.
They need the map.
No, if you can, yeah, no, for sure. If you can definitely go in for the kills and it's a definite get that point, win the map because you already lost one for sure.
Right.
But if you know that you can go in for the cap, you know you leave that person alive and you try to go for it with the rest of your team standing by.
With this objective
Especially-
too, yeah, it's like it's very possible. You can definitely catch out someone defending back in the, you know, far south of the map inside the 2-story, and you could be punching in the code instead of trying to get that frag. So I do agree. They have the right smokes and there's some potential there, but I mean, it's not going to be easy, dude. SMC have been right in the. I mean, every round that Mob Squad's taken, I think it's been a 1v2 or a 2v1. Smithy and Semper, the ones that just never die.
All right, and there's the timer. We're going into our fifth round.
You can see if they're
Raz,
coming around.
when you see they're rushing,
Basically, if I
you go
die.
down because fuck, we're gonna
Yeah, I
be
know.
problem.
Slower, that
I
was
will.
bad.
Brass to Mouth actually doing the best on the squad, 4 and 3. I was just kind of thinking the way they're kind of talking to him, they're making sure that he knows his positions, but he's been doing
Wow.
the best. Those are some good smokes. Holy
Four
cow.
smokes coming out directly on objective as well. Very nice smoke. Is that grenade gonna hit plots?
No, that was a flash. Soda relocates one smoke. Sickness pushes up through another. Watson.
Our Semper downed himself. I don't know how that happened, but our Semper downed himself. It looks like a grenade took him out, possibly. His own grenade.
Plots could cap right now. Soda taking some shots. He has to get around. Soda goes down. The smoke's here. Mob Squad can grab the map. No, Pone Cake. Wow. Everybody dropping down like hotcakes, and SMC take the round. I couldn't even follow all the kills. There was trades everywhere. But that was a coordinated push from Mob Squad.
Yeah, that was very nicely done. Is what I expected. Hoping for that 5 points from Mob Squad. But very well done from SMC. They kept they keep their Volk very tight on the objective, which is very well.
Yeah, they stacked 3 up into that middle house, which is kind of surprising considering the objective. You'd think you'd want to focus a bit more attention over onto the east, but I guess they just sort of anticipate the push, and it works out. I mean, Landon caught 2 out over there in that lane 2, and I mean, it was just shut down the entire Mob Squad push from the back side. They got completely flanked.
Yeah, that map wasn't even second.
That's the fast. I think that's probably the fastest round we've had in this series, and we played Cargo already, so that's saying something.
No, there was 2 11-second maps.
No, we had kills within 11 seconds.
No, not today. There was 2 11-second
yeah.
maps.
There has been faster maps. I'm just
Oh, gotcha.
today.
I thought you meant in general. Gotcha. But I think 11 seconds is the fastest a map has ever been played, right?
I don't know. That seems too fast to me. It'd be like everybody dying from pre-fire. All of this pre-fire would have to land from Mob Squad. None of it does. Brass them out. Gonna try and get some nades out. I wonder if SMC have been a little too slow on this push.
Ooh, no, am I able to take out Captain?
I mean, this spot that Plots is in will shut down so much. Pwnecake pushing up into the middle.
Ooh. Smith able to take out Pwnecake. And, ooh, Semper takes out Landon. This is now 4v2.
Not looking good for SMC. They're in a deficit here. It's going to be up to Sickness.
It looks like Plots is going to be... Oh, Plots just turned around. If Plots stands up and looks left, he will be able to take out Brass. There it is.
Now it's all up to Sickness on this far west side. He's pushing up. He's trying to get that south control. He's got it. He's in the south build.
Oh, Smithy just called him out.
Okay. So it's not going to be easy, but this is where you want to be, sort of behind everybody. Dolomite goes down.
Objective is down.
I don't know if he realized he's the last one alive.
House. I knocked objective
He
down.
does not. He is giving us some intel on his walkie picking these up. Oh, is he going to be able to take out Smithy? He is!
Ooh.
Oh, he just taken down by Plots.
Yeah, the rotation, he gets a little exposed, and some good shots from Plots into the two-story.
Oh, no. What?
Mob Squad grabbed themselves map number 2. We are into a series here. I don't know why I can't bring up my scope. There we go. Final kill count here. Smithy was 6. Landon was 6. Pretty impressive scoreboard. Kind of evenly spread. I'm very excited to see what we get out of this next map.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be an intense one because you know they're going to be on it 100%.
Oh yeah. I don't think we're gonna see any really over-aggression, and it is gonna be quarantine. All right, dude. I'll give you credit where credit is due, Steve. You called all 3 maps in the order that they have come to us.
There it is.
This is exciting, man. I'm looking forward to what we're gonna get here, because I mean, obviously the series, it all comes down to this. I mean, Cargo and Suburbia, those went by in a heartbeat. We had 2 rounds done, 2 maps done in an hour. Those are fast. That's a fast series right there.
I asked for it to be fast so I can make my game, and they're doing it. So I really appreciate both teams.
Steven, you need to calm down, dude. You have to ask Buxton. With great power comes great responsibility, and whether it's good or bad, you still got to be careful what you call out, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Like, you can't just go calling out a willy-nilly 4-0 all of a sudden now. You know what I mean?
No, I won't call out a 4-0, definitely. I call it a 3-1, though.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. What team has he cursed? It's all, I guess, or blessed. It's whatever way you want to look at it.
Right? There we go.
Wow. That's some expert co-caster skills right there. Updating the teams. What to expect? What to expect? SMC starting off on the offense. Mob Squad obviously defending Vulcan. We're going to get ourselves an ambulance starting objective. What are we? I don't know what we're going to have here. I think SMC are going to have to bring out some plays, and I know they've been practicing a lot. This team has been putting in a lot of hours. Mob Squad, I know that they've been playing too. I see them consistently in comp lobbies. Semper is on pretty frequently. Like, both these squads are putting in the hours to where I'm expecting some sort of unique strats out of both of them.
Yeah, for sure. I expect, I hope, but I expect Mob Squad to have 2 guys move out a little bit too far. And hopefully that's not the case. They stay pretty close up and they're able to take care of it.
Yeah, we'll see if they keep that trend going. It was an interesting one you keyed in on, and I think it's been true the whole series, they have just been losing guys early. They send out some early smokes, pretty standard defensive ones, but not needed. We might have some early trades over here on East as well, since Gnolomite and Plots could run into this advancing SMC team.
Ooh, shots go on, blocks go down. Oh, 18 seconds. 23 seconds.
Dude, be careful with your power, Steven.
Listen, I told them not to go too far. They didn't listen.
Be careful with your power. Just like that, 2 are dead from Mob Squad early. This trend needs to stop. It's really hurting them. SMC, now they're in a 5v3, and they have all the, I mean, they're in perfect position. They can push onto the objective with smoke. Semper with a nice pick on Brass. That's a heck of an angle there. I didn't even know you could do that. Did you look at Semper's position? You can he's kind of edging himself out onto that little bit of the plane wing.
Oh, wow, that is a very nice position. I didn't know you can do that either. Oh, Sickness doesn't get a revive. It is now 5v3.
All the while, Pwncake's rotated around.
Crossing. Ooh, Smithy leaving the objective.
He is so caught out here. He does find Brass. He finds Sickness with the frag in his hand. A huge double from Smithy.
Oh, wow, and
yeah, Buega finds
wow,
Landon.
what just happened? Yeah, he takes him out, leaving it 2v2. It was just 5-2. Pawncake right behind S. Smith, and he does not see him. Oh, he does take him out, leaving no one on objective.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Mob Squad. Buega, I think, is sort of realizing this. He's not crashing towards objective, and I think he has to be careful, because if he does crash, he's exposed to Soda, who has rooftop control. This is looking good for SMC. They just need for Pwncake to rotate around. They can go up 2-0 here. Nope. Buega starts to rotate back. Some shots from Soda.
Pawncake crossing. Oh, they're about to meet up on the objective, and there's a point for SMC.
Soda denying that from happening. I think that's the right choice, too, obviously. Pwncake just couldn't get there in time, and they grabbed themselves the Marsoc win instead. It's a good start for them as they go up 1-0.
Very nicely done.
That was wild, man. There's some interesting plays there. I mean, Brass with the key pickup on that plane wing, but then that push from Smithy. He was in the lion's den, dude, surrounded, getting shot at from Soda on the roof. Then he pushes up, finds Brass on the corner, gets Sickness with the grenade in his hand. I mean, a very clutch push.
Clutch move.
Oof. It's so hard to do. Legit, like, a little bit of luck, too. For Soda not to land those shots in the corner, it would have been a whole different story if Smithy had gotten picked up there on that cross. Where are we going? We're going back to that objective by ambulance. SMC going on the defense. There's not really an aggressive way. I mean, there is, I guess, one aggressive route you can take that Mob Squad tried to take, and they got denied with this sort of position. But other than that, like, I'm expecting it's going to be up to Mob Squad to sort of get out there. I don't think we're going to see very aggressive moves from SMC here.
No, I think they're going to try to keep it tight-knit because they want this map for sure. They definitely do not want to lose it.
It's going to be favorable for Mob, though. They have that north spawn. Smithy's peeking up over here. He does catch the rotation out, but can't land the shots.
Fuck's sake.
That's why you throw those smokes, man. You just you never know. You don't know where the spawn is.
Oh, for sure. Is Captain going to be able to take out whoever's at rooftop, or they're going to get him? All right, he is peeking down. Bluega just decided to move.
shooting at something I think was a guy in middle burning, but no, I don't.
Yeah, Belega did have the right instinct there. He was taking some shots out. Oh, might have spotted out that rotation on the south. Not landing any of these shots. He has him out in the open, but can't find him. I'm surprised Brass Mouth didn't get the refrag there from the burning building, but he didn't want to peek up, I guess. Some more shots burning. 4.5 minutes left. I think Mob Squad are in pretty good positions. They managed to sort of rotate around to the east side. They're going to need to cross there. That'll be tough. Managed to push up.
For sure.
I mean, this spawn is very advantageous. You know, you can do a lot with this spawn.
The smoke coming out from Smithy.
That's a good smoke. That's a very good smoke. Not for two-story, though. Denies a lot of vision bottom floor. It's going to be relocated, actually. Braska's going to go down there, grab that, and chuck it somewhere else.
Yeah, Smithy. I wonder if he's going to cross like this. He's laying down on the floor. I think he's going to try to cross the street.
Downstairs burning.
Smith, you could,
Oh, he just called out downstairs
I
burning.
know, he could almost take out Brass on that wall. I wonder if he sees him there. Because Brass is peeking up every once in a while. Just waiting for his shots. Who is that suppressing? Bluega? Look at Nolamite, too. He's just out there proning on that east side.
Just going back up to burning.
All right, Smithy crossing. Is he going to make it? He is fine. Our Semper right behind. They got to be careful because Brass 2 Mouth can peek over and take him out.
Plots is crossed. He's over by the gas station. This Mob Squad push is looking good. They managed to kind of sneak their way in. Plots, though, this route might not be good.
Ooh.
Finally a frag.
Captain does take him out. Ooh, our Semper does take out Sickness.
Plots saw the huge pickup in the middle. Mob is looking good now. 4v3. They're kind of converging around the objective as well. If they can find land and they have control of this west side, and all sorts of options open up to them.
I think I took out middle burning building. I'm at the green car. Alright guys, we're in good shape. Yeah, come up to me and we'll take care of gas.
Where is Landon? Landon's just on the other side of that wall. He's not even tucked into that little alcove. He's super exposed to anybody that comes in from the the east side. I think he hears this, though.
I wonder if Landon's gonna get shot from Plots right here. Is Plots gonna be able to see him? Oh no, just missed him. Oh, here it is. Plots gonna be able to take him out.
Wow,
Yep. Plots is confirmed.
so mad. He peeked out on Bluega, couldn't get the shots and missed. Now it's all up to Pwnecake, who's worried about the south from Nolamite. He gets that frag. Finds another. He's in a 1v2 now.
Oh, he does
Oh!
get taken down, giving Mob Squad the point. Ooh, with a minute and 27 seconds on the map, I think that was our longest round we've had.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that actually started to come down to the wire a little bit there. I'm surprised. I mean, that was a nice, patient push from Mob Squad. You know, they had that north spawn too, which is pretty quick. You can push up pretty hard onto that, but they kind of slow played it. They suppressed, they proned their way up, found some key picks late in the round. I mean, sort of a textbook slow played.
Yeah, they moved very well.
But Pwnecake, dude, he almost ran that back. He finding that south frag and then another one on across the street. He's 4-1 in quarantine right now. Doing good. Landon, on the other hand, 0-2, and you can kind of hear the frustration in his voice when he got shot there. couldn't pick up Blue Ega and got fragged by plots. Probably the most frustrating when you have a clean shot on somebody and die before you can take it.
Yeah, right when you feel like you're about to pull the trigger and you go down. Oh, it's.
I just feel it in my gut right now, just thinking about it.
It's like cue the music in the arms. Jeez.
Yeah, so very true. But I don't know. Maybe we'll have. I almost just said we'll have the Volk trades, but that's 2 Marsoc rounds to both teams. I think this is a real toss-up here.
Are we gonna get a cap this round though?
Dude, so I know you said it would be 3-1, so maybe a cap does come out here. And then I don't know it's anyone's ball game from there. Okay, we haven't had any Steven predictions yet. He sentenced 2 of Mob Squad to their death. Hopefully he doesn't do that again this next round.
I haven't seen any of Nolomite's fast caps at any of these maps. Wouldn't mind seeing one today.
You gotta watch out for Sickness's fast cap too, though. He had a lightning quick one on Suburbia. Either way, we'll see what happens as we hop in to our 3rd round of the 3rd match. We are tied up pretty much across the board except for overall score. SMC leading there by 2. Raiders spawn too, so this should be another kind of a. Gosh, that's hard to deal with. If they can early shots. If they can take this north hill, defending this objective becomes much more difficult.
Oh, Landon's able to take out plots. Very nice. Smoke does go out by rooftop. Front of rooftop.
Dude, what was that? 30 seconds?
Sound like Semper?
I would say about 30 seconds.
It's
yeah.
like it's unbelievable.
Always when on Volk, it's.
You have to adjust. You know, there's definitely adjustments that you have to make as a squad, and if you're constantly playing aggressive and getting fragged early, you just have to pull off that. You know, it's worked for them a few times, but not enough to keep doing it.
It's Southwest 5-story, right?
Either way, they have full control now. They've grabbed this north little roof here. Nolomite might be a
captain. Yeah, captain.
Nolomite might be a surprise defender.
Yeah, if they head over there, which I believe we will have two Marsocs heading over. If he's quiet enough and able to stay still, he will be able to take one. But unfortunately, SMC may come up with a refrag.
I could definitely see Brass dying to this. You know, he is the sub for the squad. He is not always playing with them. He might not be ready for a position like this on the corner. If he goes wide, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. And he is not with anyone. So if he does get shot out, the refrag is not going to happen.
Right.
Oh, he's waiting.
Ah!
Ooh. So Nolomite may be able to catch one out. If he's quick enough, maybe get 2. But, oh, Breast himself is already taken out by a Blue Ega. So Nolomite just needs to worry about Pawn Cake.
That is a real nice tight shot from Blue Ega. Kind of using that dark cover of Burning Building to his advantage, staying a little bit covered there, and finds that refrag. Now it's a 4v4. That was clutch. That might slow down SMC just enough where Mob can kind of hang on here. All right, look at their defense though, dude. They're spread a little far.
Yeah, they're way too far.
Oh,
Working out in their favor
yeah.
though.
Oh my gosh, Smithy finds 2 through the smoke. Wow.
Wow. Leaving it all up to Captain Soda. Oh, and they know exactly where he's at. He's gonna be able to take him out. Oh, he traded. Giving Mob Squad 2nd point.
Was that the first? That was another Marsoc point, right?
I was another Mob. No.
Yeah.
No,
No, it wasn't. Okay. Jeez Louise. It's like I don't know, man. It's interesting. They tried to shoot Smithy through the smoke, and they didn't. It didn't work. And then he just dumps. I mean, like so much luck getting factored in here, but it's working out, dude. Mob Squad, they're keeping it close. I'd say it's very close. I don't know if they're really ahead by any means. You look at the KDs and the scores, and it almost looks, you know, identical. Sans, Semper, and Belega, who have managed to keep themselves alive a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's that it feels like there's always at least 2 out in the open when they're Volk. I feel like Mob Squad has been playing better as
Marsoc.
Or should be Mob Squad has been playing better as Marsoc.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got the point for Volk there, so.
Yeah, yeah. They had. I think. I mean, we've been highlighting this, and they've just those early frags. They really need to tone back on those. It's gonna it's costing them those rounds that they lose on Volk, and you don't see that on Marsoc when they're pushing. So I think that's why they have better chances there.
And that's the thing, you know exactly. They're constantly doing the same thing over and over again because it's always within the same amount of time that they're dying. It's always within 30 seconds, 2 of them are going out. Within the first 10 to 15 seconds, you have 1 down. Mob Squad, I love you. I'm just pointing this out.
Dude, it's adjustments. Adjustments are a key thing that you see out of these top tier teams. You know, that's why SMC maybe is ranked 3 and Mob's ranked 7. It's just these, if they can adjust just slightly better in these key scenarios, they can grab themselves the rounds. Granted, Mob Squad leading here. If they can take this Marsoc round and keep that trend going for them, playing those strong Marsoc rounds, I mean, they're in good shape. They can take this map, take the series. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens as we hop into the 4th round of this final map. Score in the bottom right for all you Onward junkies who need the information at all times.
I don't want to go courtyard instead. I know that's what I do.
Look at this, dude. We're gonna have some quick action. They got that north spawn. Smithy's taking the roof. Soda's pushed up, and they completely missing him here. Soda just has to peek left, and he'll spot 3. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. He missed every single one of them. Oh, he's going to be able to go
He's
into
right
the
here.
Oh, they're going to take him.
Oh!
Oh, they tried.
He gets 2. He makes the call out. He traded with 1 permanently. The other one's resable.
All right. Captain wasn't able to say that he took out 2 though, so
Yeah.
hopefully SMC doesn't get confused and think that they have a 3v4 situation.
Man, Sickness. Super exposed now. Worried after losing that Soda hold up there in the north. What I'm not really seeing is a rotation from SMC. Plots finds Landon. Where was that?
I'm down at the middle burning. The guy shooting the hill over there by
Wow,
the car.
that is a heck of a
By the
shot.
car.
He's just peeking the
Yeah, it
hill
was
right
very,
now.
very good. And he's calling. Landon is calling out that he is still
Peeking the
peeking
hill
out.
again. He's looking for somebody.
Yeah, Sickness is trying to kind of act off of that, but he doesn't have the height over that wall to see. So, no pots to stand up on.
And Semper's so far back by Hotel, he may be able to catch Sickness if Sickness is looking the wrong way.
Some good smokes from Mob Squad. I wonder if they're thinking series here.
Ooh, Sickness does shoot at our Semper, not able to connect. Ooh!
Yeah, Brass with a clutch frag there, denying the west push, and the res coming out. Just like that, SMC in a 4v3. They've turned it around. Oh, Brass with the frag onto Plots on the wall.
Oh, he's able to take out Sickness, though.
We're into a 3v2. Mob Squad with 3.5 minutes left. I think that cap is sort of out of the question. It was looking like it might have been on their mind, but I imagine now they're not so focused on that. We have Semper, who's bided his time on the east, and we're one more on the west, and might be a minute or two before we see any more picks here.
All right, Smithy was able to call out that there was one in burning building.
Yeah, Semper's drawn there, trying to frag him. Trying to hit somebody. I'm not sure where his line is. I think he's looking into that
I
burning.
think he's trying to shoot Landon. Yeah, he's trying to shoot Landon.
Another one down.
Oh my gosh, Mob here getting shut down. Brass finds Smithy on the east. Now it is all up to our Semper. I like the spot he's in, though. He's just trying to frag through the window and sort of using that Marsoc camouflage. Jeez, this is tense. 1:57 left. Semper has made a slow rotation here. I'm surprised Ponecake hasn't caught him out. He just can't see him over that red car.
You reading the chat?
Yeah, it's nothing. We don't do that, dude. So don't worry about it. Just focus on the game we got here.
Perfect.
That's something you bring up with the mods. Semper here
Gotcha.
pushing up through the red car. He could find Ponecake through that window, and I think he might have spotted him. Yep.
Some shots going now. Our Semper is able to take out Pancake. He is still resible though, so he's able to give out some information.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough for Semper. He's super exposed on this side of the wall. Honestly, though, SMC can't really rotate around to get him. I don't know why you would either. A minute left. Fuck. Oh, here comes the res. Brass is gonna rotate around. I think he's gonna get that too.
But they know exactly where he was at. Pancake was giving out the information of where he was.
Yeah, Landon's keyed in here. Brass could easily peek and find a frag across that red car. They're not going to do it, though. 30 seconds left. You just got to hold, you know? Grab themselves that round, tie it up 2-2.
Ooh, Breast Mouth does take out Semper, giving the point to SMC. Now, with that said, I have to head out. I have my game starting in 1 minute with no warm-up, but that's all right. A little bit earlier today. So
Thank you for your time, Steven. It was great having you on board, man. We got to do more casting together. I do enjoy your energy, man. It's
no, definitely. It was really good
dude.
casting. I appreciate it. For sure. Have a good one, guys.
All right, that's it from Steven 12 with 2 threes. Excellent job having him co-cast. The energy he brings to the casting table is fantastic. I'm definitely glad to have him on board. He'll be hopping into a round of his own, though, so he's departing. We'll be finishing up this SMC series. Shortly after this, we'll be diving into another one, SMC versus G-Men. Another top-tier game. G-Men ranked... what is it? I'm going to take a quick look here at our standings. If you want to see the standings, head on over to Onward, VRMasterleague.com/Onward. There's going to be a rank 8 versus a rank 4 SMC. That'll be, I guess that remains to be seen if they can grab this round from Mob Squad and sort of maintain that. It could be a bit of a tighter matchup, a bit more drastic, if you will. Like I said, we'll see what happens. We're all tied up 2-2. Make sure that they're not too worried about Steven. sure they know what's up. They seem to know as we dive in to the conclusion. Well, not yet, but what could be if they decide to get a cap. But we're getting closer to the conclusion of this series. It has been a barn burner so far. Frankly, if we get to round 7, I'm not going to have a graphic for it because it's something that just doesn't happen quite so often. And
Because I'm going to sit at the front of glass here.
that was fun to catch with Steve, and I definitely want to do more of those. Give him a better mic, too. Bunch of smokes coming out here. Lots of Dolomite. They're all able to get across safely. Just get a better mic so that he can get that. We can get that energy cleaner. I yell in my mic from those high action plays too, though. It's hard to do, especially when you got yourself a series like this. You got Soda with the LMG taking rooftop control. He'll be able to suppress and hold down any members of Mob Squad. Pone Cake over here. They are moving quick as well. I mean, this objective, you can kind of afford to be advancing quickly. And what's interesting to note is they're not utilizing this entire south side of the map. Mob Squad doing their trademark sending 2 out into these sort of forward positions. And even now, it's just not. It will pay off later. They're holding the late cross. They're not watching for the early one. I just think it's interesting that they continue to do this. Meanwhile, Landon, completely unafraid of anybody on the south. Thickness trying to lead his team. Landon may have spotted out that south defender. He's looking. His eyes are drawn in. I don't think he's spotted anything. He doesn't seem to be too keyed. Yeah, he's not catching that out of his periph either. Nolamite peeking up. I don't think Nolamite spotted it either. Nolamite's not peeking up far enough to catch Landon. Now he's crouched. He should have a slight bit of cover. Take a look at the angle. Plots is holding. He's waiting for that late cross. Nolamite here is not going to catch Landon. Landon abandoning this south push. I think that's the right move. If they go and utilize their north advance, they can really sort of circumnavigate half of Mob Squad's defense here. Could be bad news for them. Landon with a nice frag on Nolo. These are good smokes too. They're kind of denying vision on Smithy. Plots does find Landon finally on the south side. Brass getting a shot onto Smithy out of the smoke. Our Semper with the refrag through the smoke. We're into a 3v3, 1 north, 1 south, 1 middle, and everybody else pretty much has their dues here. Sickness tied up. Soda finds his in the middle. He's still going to have to deal with Bluega on the north. He's radioing this in. Lots is trying to rotate on that, and Sickness has his eyes drawn. Now is the time for Ponecake to advance up into the middle and try and crash onto objective. We'll see what SMC do with 1:30 left. We're all tied up here 2-2. I wonder if they're going to go for a cap, try and grab the whole series or not.
Gotta do something, boys.
Yeah, the call out there from Sickness. They're going to have to do something. Ponecake trying to land some shots. Soda here could crash up onto a Bluega and have him, but Bluega's looking at these stairs diligently. Sickness finds, plots a huge pickup. SMC could grab themselves the round here, and they do. Soda with the last frag. SMC go up 3-2. Excuse me.
Good fucking job, man.
Thank you for all tuning in. I do appreciate all of the intense passion. If you have any sort of questions or complaints about the game, please forward that to your Onward mods. Us casters are not responsible for any sort of mod decisions. We are simply casting the games for you. Quick look at the scoreboard. Brass to Mouth, dude. He has been the sub that's been doing so well. He's probably one of the more underrated players on SMC. And I legitimately think he's someone you have to keep an eye out for. He is a very strong shooter. He plays aggressively, and he fits really nicely into the SMC mold. And he's been playing with them for a long time. He's just been their sub. And so he knows how they play. He knows how they operate. And, I mean, Sickness micromanaging everybody and manages Brass to Mouth just the same, and it's been going well for him so far. SMC going into the Volk defensive on this quarantine map 3-2. What could be series point here. Couple early smokes, defensive smokes to allow him to cross. Have made it across safely. Quite a bit of utility utilized, so not a lot of frags or flashes will be coming out of SMC in defense. What we're seeing is pretty standard Marsoc moves here. No one might taking the roof, trying to suppress with an LMG.
What the fuck, man? This one across the South Street. I don't know how the fuck I didn't kill him.
Set, he missed those shots. Ooh, he is really out there. And he's at risk of being shot by Ponecake on the corner. He almost does get taken down. Ducks back behind cover just in time. Jeez, yeah, he's just not aware of that Ponecake corner position. I think he keeps wondering where he's getting shot from, and he thinks he's getting shot middle. Eventually, Ponecake might find him. I don't know if Ponecake even knows where he is, though. Everyone getting their shots on. Semper shooting up at Sickness. Sickness at the rooftop. Nolamite down into the middle.
Yeah, he's at
Landon on the south trying to find some frags on the ambulance.
Yeah, still 4 minutes left. Just let him come.
I wonder if the enemy team can hear a slight bit of your radio now, because we can hear a bit of Sickness coming in through those comms. Ponecake here. Still maintaining this middle position. He's been so aggressive, peeking in and out. I wonder if he's going to relocate that smoke. Bluega finally finds one. Brass to mouth as he sort of made his north approach. Ponecake's up next on the list here. If he's not ready for it, he's going to get fragged. Mob Squad seem to be making their move here. They're pushing in. Bluega's got the north. Ponecake finally finds him there and gets the frag. Plots here with the smokes. I think this is an indicator that Mob are trying to make their push. I wonder if they're going for cap. They can't go for cap here. This could be map point for SMC. They get over aggressive and we're tied up 4-4. Plots on the corner here. Going to rotate around. Doesn't see Ponecake. Ponecake doesn't hear him. Plots has advanced up to the wall now. Sickness relocating a smoke. Plots on the other side of the wall. Ponecake finally turns around, gets the shots off into a 4v3 just like that.
Another one dead on right side.
Ponecake has been shutting down Mob Squad in this middle spot here. Grabbed himself another frag, and Mob Squad now into a 2v4. Semper and Smithy, the last two alive on this south side, and they're playing pretty aggressive. Semper gets caught out by Soda. And this is looking like SMC are going to take the series. Smithy under fire finds Landon. Now it's a 1v3. Ponecake pushes up. He goes down. Smithy gets him out. Soda's rotating around. Smithy finds him. Now it's all up to Sickness. Can Smithy run this back? Sickness peeks around the corner, misses the shot. Smithy coming around for the refrag, can't land him. He's rotating back around to the south. That'll give time for Sickness to come out and get the res onto Captain Soda, and he does. Such a risky play. A huge res. Turns it into a 1v2. Now there's two there. I don't know if Smithy will be ready for that. Tries to find frags onto Soda. Can't get them. Soda now going up to where Ponecake was in that devastating middle position. Sickness super exposed here on that two-story. This is the right move from Smithy. 47 seconds left. Rotates around the wall. He's not going to be ready for Soda in this corner, though, and Soda gets the shots. SMC grab themselves the final round they need. Take the series 4-2 with that last map. But a hell of a performance from Mob Squad. Wow. Woo! Quite an exciting series. Mob Squad using that spot, I guess, not ultimately mattering, as SMC grab themselves the win and go up 10-6 overall. That's definitely going to push them up a bit into the rankings. I mean, they could be pushing third or second place overall. Man, that is a huge game for SMC. Now they go and face off against another top-tier team. G-Men, ranked 8, just below Mob Squad, 10 points below them in MMR. They do not have an easy lineup today. That matchup should be brought to you shortly in 15 minutes time, so if you just want to stick around, I'll be updating your scoreboard and whatnot shortly. But for SMC Tactical versus Mob Squad, that will be it from me this afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the series. Thank you, Steven, for co-casting. If you are interested in joining the Master League, please head over to vrmasterleague.com/onward, where you can register for a team, sign up a team, join a team, register to be a reservist, where you can substitute in for a team when they need an extra player. And you can also find the Discord links to the community Discord. You can find links to the community VR Master League Twitter, as well as the Twitch streams, all there. So that's pretty much your one-stop shop for Onward if you need it. And with that, I will be signing off for this game. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I'll be back shortly with another one, G-Men versus SMC. Don't go anywhere.